Oh, wow. Thanks so much for coming to the water well with me. I'm really thirsty. I'm gonna fill up my coconut.
You got a coconut? I mean, they just gave me like a full tumbler.
But I'm so glad we came out here to the water well to talk about chaotic weekend that we've been having.
Oh my gosh, it's been wild.
I'm feeling like a little bit nervous right now because I don't really know what is going on.
There are just so many different opinions about things.
I am feeling really solid with Kenter, Rachel, and Joseph, and Dana's just like off the grid. I have no idea what's going on with them.
How do you feel about Dana just like laying it out there like I'm only gonna vote for people who have won before?
My strategy was to just get the non-winners furthest, and I had made that decision. Kenter and I haven't really talked, and I told him that I built up all this courage to tell him that I was going to vote him out because I really would like to see non-winners get further.
Dana is playing a very, very open and honest
Like-
game of telling me I want to vote for Kenter, of telling you I want to vote for Kenter, of telling Kenter I want to vote for Kenter.
Dana was telling everyone, including me, that they want to get out the previous winners, which is me. And so that was a red flag.
In a funny, non-funny way, it would be kind of funny if Dana's like, I'm gonna be very open, and then just Dana goes home.
Right.
Just like, that's just funny to me.
One thing that I find extremely concerning is that the villains have voted out like 2 new people in a row, and it really seems like Richie, Robbie, and Kath are working together, and that trio is terrifying to me.
I won't lie, I'm less worried about the villain tribe and more worried about the hero tribe because Meg is playing and I know that they are gonna gun it for me.
I do not like it. I want one of them gone, preferably Kath. Yeah, we'll see what happens tonight.
I really want to work with you.
Yeah.
I just like talking with you, and it's been funny like every time we come to the water well.
Absolutely.
Did you get enough water in the water?
I did in
the water
my
well.
in my tumbler. Yeah.
And so after a chaotic first 2 episodes, it seems that bonds are being solidified, trust is developing, and vibes are chilling on both teams. The perfect time to shake things up. For today's challenge, the heroes and villains each sent 4 of their competitors deep into the jungle. While there, they were asked to take a bite of a kind of fungus that they found. If the fungus was edible, their team gets a point. If it was poisonous, they don't get a point. But what the competitors don't know is that there is one mushroom specifically designed to disrupt the system.
Morning.
Good morning, good morning.
I'm so nervous.
Well, let's see what happens. Maybe you'll be safe. You are the first contestant to participate in this challenge, so you have a full board to pick from. So you can see this grid. I can zoom in. So literally just tell me a grid number and tell me to zoom in on it if you want a closer look on one.
Okay, amazing. Okay. Woo! Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna lock in now. Okay, I'm locking in C1.
E3 looks like a cremini mushroom, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna say E3.
All right. I am going to pick B5 to take a bite.
I would like to take a bite of B2. Just a micro bite. Just a fun little bite of B2.
I think that's the Shaggy Mane in A3. Oh, I'm gonna take a bite of A3.
Oh, duh. Can I do D5?
I'm feeling famished. Could you zoom in on D1? I'll go with that one.
I would like to eat C3, please. Yeah. I'm laying by the tree and I look to my left and I see a bunch of mushrooms and I say, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat them.
And so, the competitors have eaten and digested their mushrooms of choice. Let's see how their decisions pan out on the scoreboard. So, let's begin with our contestants who took bites. In no particular order, Kath took a bite of a lion's mane mushroom, which is edible. Villains get 1 point. Vince took a bite of a European white truffle, which is edible. Heroes get a point. Lena took a bite of the jack-o'-lantern mushroom, which is poisonous. Heroes remain at 1 point. Justin took a bite of the brain mushroom, which is edible. Villains are at 2 points. Dana took a bite of the destroying angels mushroom, which is poisonous. Heroes are still at 1 point. Kenter took a bite of the scarlet elf cup mushroom, which is edible. Heroes now have 2 points. Richie took a bite of the shaggy mane mushroom, which is edible. Villains are at 3 points. We're at 3-2. Robbie took a bite of psilocybe simulacra, a magic mushroom, which is not only edible, but it produces a sort of trippy effect, which Robbie takes hold of you tenfold. You are tripping so hard that you cannot participate in this game until after next tribal council. You essentially are being sent to Exile Island. Now, this trippy effect is taking hold with all of us. It permeates through the culture, and we're all a little bit loosey-goosey, topsy-turvy. I think you all know what that means. We're gonna be doing a tribe swap mid-challenge. Woo! Okay, great. I have all of your names here, minus Robbie. I'm gonna put you all into 2 teams randomly. We're gonna continue with part 2 of the challenge. Whichever team loses a member, Robbie will join that team. I am going to now mix you all up into 2 groups. Okay, for group 1, we have Richie, Kenter, Lena, Rachel, and Dana. Group 2, we have Joseph, Megan, Kath, Justin, and Vince. I think it goes without saying there is no communicating with your former tribe mates if they're not on your team anymore.
Ethan, am I not allowed to communicate either?
You cannot talk to nobody till you join a team, Robbie. And nobody better talk to Robbie. For phase 2 of the challenge, the new teams will do a similar bite or pass on a mystery mushroom. Each player gets to keep their point for their new team if they earned one already. Now, points are doubled, and there are penalties for being poisoned. Whichever team gets the most points will be safe from Tribal Council. And before the new teams even have time to settle in and get to know each other, 3 people from each team must decide to bite or not to bite. Alright, we'll get started right away with the challenge unless you have any questions.
What if I'm allergic to mushrooms, which means they're all poisonous?
You shouldn't have volunteered, Rachel. Remember, if you take a bite and you're right, it's 2 points. If you pass and you're right, it's 2 points. Minus a point if you get it wrong. Or pass and you didn't need to.
Okay.
I'm going to show whoever goes first on the other team, I will show the same mushroom to.
Okay.
Here is your mushroom. Take as much time as you like, but let me know what you decide. Really more of a fungus.
I feel like this is a trick one, but I'm gonna pass on this.
Okay, alright. I mean, that looks kind of like a shade of red. I'm gonna say that it's a poisonous. I'm gonna pass.
Oh. That is a unique mushroom. I think they would have said that this was not good because it just looks horrible, like it's mutated, and that they didn't eat it because I thought it was poisonous, so I'm gonna eat it.
And just like that, Joseph earns 2 points for his team, giving the Valeros enough points to win the challenge, sending the Herons to Tribal Council. Herons. Yeah.
It's one villain versus 4 heroes.
Yeah, I got tribe swapped onto a tribe where I am the only villain. I have history with some of these players. Rachel, I have blindsided or backstabbed. Lena has blindsided, backstabbed me.
So on one hand, we have the one non-hero in our tribe. On the other hand, we have someone who would very much flip given the chance and is being very open about that. If we were to vote out Dana and take out someone who would flip, we get a villain.
Everyone's been really nice to my face and like saying they want to work with me. They're telling me right now that it's unanimous against Dana.
The best move would be to vote out Dana. And shockingly today, Dana was like on board to vote off Richie.
Kenter and I had like chit chat a little bit, came up with another strategy that I kind of liked more. So now I'm kind of flipping and now I'm voting out Richie. And I feel so bad because I never informed him. And that was my kind of strategy, was to always be honest.
I could go either way on this. So.
Either way being like vote Dana or vote Kenter or
no
okay,
no,
Richie.
like
okay,
Richie,
I was gonna say, I was like, because there's technically 3 ways we could go, but
yeah,
people were kind of thinking that he may have a idol to go to the next, so I wasn't sure. So, but yeah, I feel really bad for not being honest about the switch. And
Lena right now is, I guess, my closest ally on the tribe, but I don't really trust her. I know that she is very capable of lying to one's face. Lena and Rachel seem really close.
At this point, I would rather stick with Kenter, and choose between Dana and Richie.
Yeah.
They've been having their water well chats that they're telling everyone about. They must feel real comfortable to be telling everybody about their water well chats.
I did find idol number 2. I am shocked and greedy and excited, and the heroes had never had to test their trust before, so we are making it up as we go along, and I am not happy about the way I'm going to be voting today, but it's got to happen. I think I'm in a good spot. I think I can see myself getting really far in this game. I don't want to be James and be voted out with 2 idols. So as long as that doesn't happen, I can see a path. As long as the game stays kind and the luck stays with me, I'm feeling good.
And as the heroes and Richie get ready for Tribal Council, let's check in on Robbie on Exile Island.
It's me, Robbie from Exile. Don't worry, I am 2 hands on the wheel, and there's lots of traffic, so this is perfectly safe and legal for all legal purposes, and just want to put that disclaimer out there. But anyways, yes, hello everyone, it's me, Robbie, all alone here at Exile, living, loving, laughing, but definitely also looking for an advantage or an idol. I look high and low at least 2 times a day, because that's all that I'm allotted. And I have come up with diddly squat. Hopefully, within the next couple of days, I am able to find something. But I will say, when I first saw the tribe swap, I was initially very, very nervous for my good sister, Richie. We've been playing this game very tightly together. And when I saw that he was the only villain on a tribe full of heroes, yeah, I was nervous for him. I think I come back into this game in a perfect position. Because I know Lena and I will click right back where we started. I know Richie will likely want to just join forces again, and that means me, Lena, and Richie would have the numbers on the tribe. I think that if they can pull this off, then we have a good shot of going to the merge very strong. I am a little nervous because everyone else has been able to connect, build relationships, meet new people, and here I am, just bathing in the sun, all alone, looking for advantages that seems like I'll never find. So I'm gonna have to hit the ground running when I return. I pride myself on my social game, so I think I can definitely do that.
And with that, it is time for our 3rd Tribal Council. Welcome everybody to Tribal Council. And please also welcome from Exile Island.
Oh my god.
Robbie.
Hey.
Robbie. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're, a little more sober now. Hope the literal week in exile was okay.
I had the best birthday ever.
All right. Well, I'm sure we're all very anxious to get this done, so let's do it. Whoever is voted out tonight, Robbie will replace that person on this team. Robbie, you are here to observe. I won't be asking you any more questions. You are good to go. All right, great. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to this post swap tribal council for the majority of this team. This is your first tribal council of the game. Rachel, what does it feel like to be a tribal finally?
Pretty wild that this is the first one for those of us here who are heroes, were heroes. It was not anticipated to not have been to tribal by this point. So it's going to be really interesting to see where things land, because we haven't had to prove trust to each other yet. So could go any number of ways.
And Dana, not only is this your first tribal council of this game, it is your first tribal council period, as opposed to everybody else on this team who's a returner. How does it feel to be a newbie in the sea of old fish?
It's interesting. I didn't think I'd make it this far. Fortunately, the other team lost each of the times, so I have made it this far, fortunately.
Are you being like, humble, or do you mean to say if you went to tribal council before, you would have been voted out?
I would have been voted off for sure, probably. I don't know. I have gone in with just playing an honest game and stuff like that, and I don't know how to strategize in a way that seems like I know what I'm doing, or that I know how to get anybody on my side. I don't know. It's fun. It's an interesting game. I like it. Yeah.
Kenter, Dana talks about his lack of strategic ability to be somewhat of a detriment to his game, but in what ways could a non-strategic ally be a good thing?
I mean, yeah, I think having played on an all-stars season and things were wild because everyone was very much strategizing their butts off. There is a draw of a person who's not necessarily going to do that or inclined to do that. I think Dana has maybe signed themselves a little bit short too. I think that initially they might have felt like they were on the outs or weren't getting into the strategy because everyone else was going so hard on the Heroes tribe, or at least it felt that way. Having the experience of these sessions spread so far apart, there's so much room for things to happen and things to shift. So nothing's set in stone, that's for sure.
Lena, was that your perception on the Heroes tribe at the beginning too, that there was already stuff going on even though nobody's had to vote yet?
Yes and no. Like what Rachel was saying, we haven't been to tribal yet, so no one's really had to put their money where their mouth is. But at the same time, it's not like people weren't talking about what to do if we did go to tribal. And that's the hard part of this game, is you can sit and talk with someone and just go in circles and chase your own tail and drive yourselves mad. So I think I think that the game really started on the hero tribe the day you put us all in a group chat.
Interesting. Richie, you're in a very unique spot here as the only villain. How has it been going getting to know your new tribe mates?
It's been unique. No, I'm just kidding. It's been good. Everyone's very nice. Very welcoming, at least to my face. I've been to the tribalist council of all tribal councils, and that first tribal council, Robbie can attest, it was wild. So honestly, I'm prepared for the worst.
Prepared for the worst. Do you feel like it is actually hopeless for you, or are you just trying to cover your bases?
I wouldn't say hopeless, because that's sad. But I mean, I'd be stupid to think, first thought, obviously, I'm the only villain here. Simple as that. That's the first thought. But I do like to think that we're all smart players and we're not just going to go for the first thought. And we'll go for the second, more strategic, more underestimated thought. So yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I think that's all the questions I have for now. What about advantage searching whatsoever? Does anybody want to speak to the advantage portion of this game? Anybody?
Yeah, I found everything. So it's perfect for me.
That's awesome. That's crazy.
That's it. That's all I have to say.
Oh, you even found the permanent immunity. That's crazy.
I found permanent. Yeah.
So I'm guessing tight lips. We ain't discussing it. That's all right. That's all right. You never know what's going to work out in this game. You never know. All right. Unless anybody has anything else that they would like to say about anything. If you have an advantage besides an idol, now would be the time to play it. Would be your last chance to play it. All right. I'll pull you all one by one into the voting booth. We will see who will become the third person voted out of Zoom Survivor Season 9 Heroes vs. Villains.
I picked Richie, and I feel very terrible about that because it was a last minute switch for strategy, and I feel terrible, but my vote is for Richie.
I have no idea if I've been playing this round well or not, but I'm about to find out. You are probably the best player here. I'm voting for Kenter.
With a heavy heart, I cast my vote for Dana.
I wish you could have made it all the way, but sorry, I gotta vote for you.
It really, really sucks to have to do this.
All right, the votes are in, and I will read the votes. But before I do, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay.
Ethan,
I will.
Could I address the tribe, please? This cast is filled with very smart players, and I think you're so smart that you could very well be capable of having been lying to me this whole time, and I don't blame you if you were. With that being said, I'm not gonna let myself get swap screwed. I'm gonna play an idol on myself.
Okay. Richie is playing an idol on himself. All votes cast against Richie will not count. Anybody else? Okay. I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. Here we go. First vote, Richie does not count. Second vote, Dana. Third vote, Kenter. Fourth vote, Dana. 2 votes Dana, 1 vote Kenter, 1 vote left. Third person voted out of Survivor. Dana. Dana, I'm so sorry. I need you to leave the Zoom call. Just like that, and just like that. All right, congratulations everybody else for surviving this round. Please welcome your newest tribe mate, Robbie. You may speak to Robbie.
Hi, Robbie.
Oh God, I can breathe. Hey everyone. Oh, I wanted to get to know Dana, but glad to be with you guys too.
Rough. All right. Well, that about does it. Good luck to you all.
Thanks, Ethan.
Of course. Bye.